everybody, welcome back to PlumFiggy. This is Tammy. Alright, so still working in that journal that I was working in last time. And this time we're working in a different signature, so I thought I'd bring you along again. Gonna kind of flip through, I guess, well, maybe not flip through. I'll kind of show you some more of this ephemera that I'm using. Kind of got a mixture of just different journaling tags and little tuck spots. I got a butterfly. We've even got a hummingbird. So yeah, the hummingbird is from a different Bo Bunny ephemera pack, and I will let you know what that ephemera pack is called in the description box below. Okay, so first page of this signature is a franken page of a bunch of different papers that I used in the journal, and as you can see, I sewed it all together, and so I wanted to find something to cover the back of that page with, so went into my tea-dyed papers and found this page. Unfortunately, I didn't realize, so the tea-dyed paper that I used is the back of, you know, when you get white notebook paper, white lined notebook paper in the packages, and there's always that first page that's kind of the, it's the label for the paper. So it's that page, and I didn't realize it, but you could see some of the writing through the paper, so I had to get a little creative on how to kind of cover some of that up. So I took another piece of lined paper that's also been tea-dyed, and obviously you could see it wasn't reaching for the whole right side. Here I'm thinking about doing a belly band, but then I ended up with the lined paper. So just basically tore this lined paper in half, used some on the right side and used some on the left side. So just gluing that down now, and gonna cut off the extra here. I really loved making these franken pages. I just think that they're so interesting and unique looking. It's kind of like a sampler for all the other papers in the journal. So, and then I thought, well, it needs a little bit something more, and I saw that butterfly hanging out there, so I decided to go ahead and turn that butterfly into a tuck spot. And so just gonna glue that down, and there we go. So I think I'm gonna try and, yeah, I just was gonna see if that, excuse me, oh, I'm tired, if that tag was gonna fit, and it didn't. So just kind of looking through a few more things here, and in the end I decided I'm not gonna worry about that right now, and I'll come back to that later. And just moving along, this here is a page that I was going to make into a folder, but I didn't glue it down yet, so then just needed to glue the flaps down, and then I'll use that as kind of like a folder page in the middle of the signature. Alright, so now I'm just going to go through and find something to put into my folder and grab another scratch piece of paper. I love this page, how the colors blend from one color to the next. So I just folded that into three, kind of like you would fold a letter, sort of, and stuck that into the pocket. Alright, so yeah, I'm a little bit, oh, snack time. It's chocolate cookie. Snack's over. Okay. Thinking about that hummingbird and where I might want to put it. And so then, yeah, added a Project Life card along with that other scratch paper. And now I'm just kind of figuring out where else I want to put things. So decided to paper clip that tag in. And I'll go back at the end when I have all my signatures finished and add fabric ties to all of those tags that have holes in them. So got another one of those long pieces and decided to do another little pocket there with the side on the right side hanging out to make a tab. And then came across this page here, the blue and green polka dots is actually wrapping paper, and so I wanted to cover the back of that page with some more tea-dyed paper. So going into my stash of tea-dyed paper to find the right piece and pulled out this one, and yeah, just rifling through to see if that's really what I wanted. And I think in the end, pulled out another sheet just to check, and I think that's it there. So we're gonna put that away. All right, so I think I'm gonna cut past some of this. You don't need to watch this. I just glued the paper to the back there, and then I shored all the edges up and put it back into the signature. All right, moving on. I think I found a spot for my hummingbird, but first I have another little journaling card. Just gonna paper clip that one in there. And now I think we're gonna do the hummingbird. And I wanted to turn this one into a tuck spot too. I like that it's decorative, but it's also nice if it can be useful and not just decorative. So put some glue down, but not fully, and then you can tuck a little small tag or something into the top of that there. So there you go. And I'm not going to use that tag or that one. So I'll come back to this again too later. So when you watch the final flip through, you'll get to see kind of how I finished that there. All right, trying to figure out what to do with that smile. And I didn't like the yellow with the other colors on this spread here. So what I was going to use as a belly band earlier is now turning into a little pocket. And so just gonna measure that and get that glued down here. This glue it's just about to the end and seems like it's oozing out tons and tons. And so sometimes when that happens, it gets more glue than I really want. And so I've had to smooth it with my finger each time I've been putting it down. So that's why you see me doing that. I don't always do that, but sometimes I kind of need to. So, all right. So I was just trying to figure out what to do with that other tab, and I'll come back to that later. But first, I'm going to work with this little tuck spot piece here, and I'm just going to glue that down. And then I'll add a little bit more to it to decorate with. Decided to use that journaling card as my tuck spot. And I did not like the colors at all when I did that. So going back to my stickers and just trying to find something that'll look good there. Found this very neutral flower, and I really liked how that looked. So then I decided to kind of transition the two together with this scratch piece of tea-dyed paper. And I really like how that looked there. So I'm going to glue that down. Getting out my Yoo-hoo glue. I'm not sure how to say that. I really like that for glue stick. It works really well. I know it was hard to kind of find, but then I found it on Amazon and ended up buying a small case of, I think there were 10 or 12 in there, and that seemed to be, it was more expensive, obviously, but in the long run, I didn't want to have to be ordering it all the time, so ended up ordering that, and it was probably the best thing I could have done, because sometimes they just kind of run out faster than you think that they will. There's times when I use it a whole lot more than I think I will, so it's nice having that little stash in my stash. So, all right, so cut away some of the extra white space around that flower, and now I'm looking for a fun little saying to use. And this was the title picture for the video, so you've already seen what it says. So I'm just kind of inking that up, and then I'm going to glue that down in the center there. That had a comma at the end, so I cut that comma away. I didn't want it to look like it was unfinished. Sorry for the middle finger. I don't think about the fact that I'm doing that. Says she dreamed beautiful dreams. So I think this signature's done, maybe. I'm gonna, yeah, that smile thing is still eating away at my brain here, so I'm trying to decide what to do. Oh, and I still have that tab, so I ended up deciding I liked the purple with the yellow there, so I put that at the top of that page, and I think I'm going to be done with this for a minute. Yep, and decided I like the smile on the first signature, so gonna go ahead and add some more to this very first page of the journal, inking it up and making sure it fits on the page there. I don't normally think I would have put these colors together, to be honest, but I kind of like the eclectic look of it in the end. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It was kind of surprising to me, but yeah, I like how this ends up in the end. So just adding a project life card there. And this is another gift. It's a gift tag, but I'll be covering the back of it. In the end, I decided to go a different direction, and I had this other round tag and wanted to add more to that. So found another little flower, and I'm just going to add that to the front here and keep it pretty simple. No Tim Holtz words on this one, I don't think. Yeah, trying to get the backing off of those is terrible. All right, so first page is done. I think I'm gonna flip through a little bit and see what else maybe I can do. Found a spot for the peacock. And you're gonna get a little glimpse into more of the journal here. Some pages that I've already finished. Oh, and yeah, after looking at this spread, I decided I thought some words could be helpful. So went back to my Tim Holtz, I think this is the small talk, and added a little phrase here. It says, all great things have new small beginnings. You'll get to see that zoomed in here in just a second. All great things have small beginnings. All right, so just about finished. I had a few more little pieces that I thought I wanted to use. Cute little birdie there, but then I decided I wanted another pop of color on that page. So I'm just going to go back to my set of stickers. If you didn't watch the last video, I got all these stickers from AliExpress. It's probably 4 or 5 different sets of stickers really affordable. So if I can find the seller, I will link it in the description below. But like I said in my last video, I've had these for a while, so I don't know if I'll be able to find the seller or not. But if you search floral sticker on AliExpress, you'll find them really easy. They come in like each set is a different color. So there's a set of yellow flowers and blue flowers and then pink flowers, etc. And then the birds are a separate set beyond the flowers. So the one gripe I have about them is extra white space around the border of each of them. Kind of gets a little bit a pain in the butt. But that's all right. Fussy cutting is fun, right? All right, so just about finished. I'm going to find another little phrase to use. And I think that might be it. So this says, keep life simple. Well, I thought we were done. I think maybe going to do one last flip through. Oh, yeah, I decided to add another flower to this. I like blue and yellow. I like the contrast, so found this lily. And here again, I didn't think that I wanted to, the border didn't bother me on this one, so went ahead and kept the border as it was on this flower. And looking again for another phrase. And I think in the end I decided just to keep it the way it was there and not add anything more. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video series, and when I get these finished, I'll get them loaded in another flip through. And thanks for joining me. Bye.